Why Aries? Aries is the most powerful sign of the zodiac, unveiling the hidden strengths. Aries signs. Welcome to Zodiac Signs Lucky, your space to dive deep into the mysteries of astrology, psychology, and the essence of human nature. Today, we're exploring one of the most powerful forces in the zodiac, Aries. Aries, the fearless leader of the zodiac, is often seen as the embodiment of raw energy, confidence, and unrelenting drive. But is that the whole story? Let's take a deeper look. While Aries may seem bold, impulsive even, their power goes much further than the surface. It stems from layers of traits that resonate not only in the astrological realm, but also in the worlds of psychology and philosophy. What if I told you that beneath their fiery exterior lies a kind of quiet strength, one that speaks of confidence, fearlessness, and leadership in a way that shakes the very foundation of any room they enter? What if I told you that Aries might not just be the first sign in the zodiac, but the one that holds the power to influence, inspire, and transform? But before we dive in, let me ask you, do you agree with the idea that Aries stands at the pinnacle of power in the zodiac? Or perhaps you think another sign holds that title? Either way, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below, because today, we're peeling back the layers to uncover exactly what makes Aries truly unstoppable. And hey, before we go any further, if you are enjoying this deep dive into astrology, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Zodiac Signs Lucky. Your support fuels us to create more videos that explore the hidden dimensions of the zodiac and bring the universe's most powerful energies to light. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's uncover the hidden strengths of Aries, strengths that might just change the way you see not only this fiery sign, but your own potential. Stick with me, this journey is going to be eye-opening. Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, leads not because they seek it, but because it's simply in their nature. Imagine being at the helm of a ship in the middle of a storm. You don't need a title to know who to look to for guidance. That's Aries. Whether it's in the office, in social circles, or during a life-altering crisis, Aries takes charge instinctively, knowing exactly where to go when everyone else is too busy worrying about which direction to take. It's not about being the loudest or the most dominant, but about setting a clear path and confidently moving forward. Leadership for Aries isn't something they earn with accolades or titles, it's embedded in their DNA. It's as natural to them as breathing. And as we approach the Year of Triumph 2025, Aries will continue to blaze the trail, leading those brave enough to follow. Now, here's the thing about true leadership. It's not about standing at the front barking orders. It's about inspiring others to take action alongside you. Aries doesn't wait for permission or approval, they just act. In a world that often stumbles in hesitation and overanalysis, Aries teaches us that sometimes, you have to leap first and figure it out later. Their courage doesn't just push them forward, it serves as a shining beacon for others, guiding them out of their own uncertainty and into action. So, if you ever find yourself wondering what true leadership looks like, just look to Aries. They're already on the move, and chances are, they're waiting for you to catch up. Aries, a sign that stands unapologetically at the front of the zodiac, is not afraid of fear. No, for Aries, fear is simply a signal that the time to act is now. While many see fear as a towering wall blocking their path, Aries doesn't hesitate to approach it. Instead of freezing up or turning away, they charge ahead, viewing fear not as an obstacle, but as a green light, a signal that something truly worth pursuing lies ahead. In a world where risk is often associated with recklessness, Aries redefines the concept entirely. Their fearlessness isn't born out of a lack of awareness but from a deep understanding that the unknown holds the potential for greatness. It's not about ignoring the risks, it's about seeing them for what they are, opportunities in disguise. Psychologically speaking, Fear is often discussed as something that can paralyze, stop us in our tracks, and prevent us from reaching our potential. But Aries flips this on its head. Instead of letting fear control them, they harness it, transforming it into a driving force that propels them toward their goals. They teach us an invaluable lesson that fear, when confronted head-on, is not a barrier but a powerful motivator. Aries reminds us that the real magic happens when we lean into fear, face it with courage, and transform it into the spark that ignites change. So, when you find yourself afraid, take a page from Aries' Step Forward, and let fear fuel your fire instead of extinguishing it. For Aries, the idea of sitting still is like a cage, suffocating and counterproductive. They don't just live life, they throw themselves into it with such intensity that it's impossible for them to sit idle for long. Whether they're diving headfirst into a new project, taking on a fresh challenge, or simply navigating the daily hustle, Aries' energy is a force of nature. It's a constant current, always in motion, propelling them forward as if standing still were the true anomaly. They thrive on doing, creating, and moving. In fact, their energy is more than just physical, it's emotional, mental, and even spiritual. For Aries, every step they take, every decision they make, is infused with a sense of purpose, a driving force that not only fuels their own progress but inspires others to do the same. Now, let's talk about the world we live in. As a society, we often find ourselves caught in the trap of resting and reflecting, valuing stillness and mindfulness as essential for well-being, and don't get me wrong, they're crucial. But Aries shows us the other side of the coin, the sheer power of relentless pursuit. They don't wait for the stars to align or for the perfect moment, they make the moment perfect through action. Their constant forward motion serves as a reminder that life isn't just about contemplation, it's about creating movement, both within and around us. Aries teaches us that rest is important, but so is the fire that pushes us to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacle. And, let's be honest, their unstoppable energy is as contagious as a good laugh at a bad joke. It keeps everyone around them on their toes, and, just like that, the whole world starts moving faster. Aries is the embodiment of unshakable confidence, but not in the flashy, attention-grabbing way you might think. No, their confidence is deeply rooted in an inner trust that's as solid as bedrock. Unlike others who seek validation or approval from outside sources to feel secure, Aries doesn't need anyone else's stamp of approval to know they're on the right path. Their self-assurance comes from within, and it's this quiet, unspoken trust in themselves that makes them so powerful. They move through life with a sense of certainty that's almost contagious, drawing others in with the strength of their presence. And here's the thing, even when Aries stumbles, because, let's face it, they're human, they don't stay down for long. They rise again, every time, stronger, more resolute, and with an even greater sense of purpose. That's the magic of Aries. They don't let setbacks define them, they use them to propel themselves forward. In the world we live in, confidence can often get a bad rap, mistaking it for arrogance or ego. But when confidence is rooted in self-awareness, it's a quiet knowing that you are enough, just as you are. As we approach 2025, Aries shows us a vital truth. Our true power lies in our ability to trust ourselves without waiting for anyone else to give us permission to do so. Aries teaches us that self-assurance isn't about showing off, it's about embracing who we are with unwavering belief and moving forward, regardless of what others may think. And, let's be honest, if we all had a little more of Aries' self-confidence, the world would be a much louder, bolder place, and maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing after all. If there's one thing that defines Aries, it's their action-first mentality. While the world may wait for the stars to align, Aries grabs life by the horns and makes their own destiny. They don't sit around waiting for the perfect moment to arrive, they create that moment themselves, with the kind of confidence that turns obstacles into opportunities. Aries doesn't believe in endless planning or contemplating the what-ifs. They believe in doing, in moving forward, and in carving out a path as they go. Their decisiveness is nothing short of a superpower. While others may hesitate, Aries steps in, ready to take on the challenge, no matter how chaotic life may seem. This ability to act with clarity and purpose allows them to navigate uncertainty with ease, while others are still trying to figure out what to do next. In the realm of Buddhist philosophy, there's a concept known as mindfulness, a practice of living fully in the present, taking intentional steps, and embracing the moment without delay. Aries, in their very essence, embodies this philosophy. They teach us that waiting for the perfect conditions is often a form of procrastination. In fact, by constantly chasing the elusive idea of perfection, many miss the magic of acting now, in the present. The true power lies not in waiting but in embracing the now and acting from that space. So, the next time you catch yourself waiting for everything to be just right, remember, Aries doesn't wait, they leap. And, if we're being honest, their leaps are usually way more fun than sitting around waiting for a perfect day. Aries, in their purest form, is a master of blunt honesty. They don't mince words or sugarcoat the truth just to make things easier. If there's something that needs to be said, they'll say it, no hesitation, no beating around the bush. While their directness may feel sharp or uncomfortable at times, it's never meant to harm. Rather, it's a gift, an offering of clarity where confusion thrives. In a world that often hides behind niceties and pleasantries, Aries stands as a refreshing reminder that truth, no matter how hard it may be to hear, is the ultimate form of respect. They don't hide behind false harmony, they confront reality head-on, making sure that the people around them understand the real situation, even if it stings a little. When we look at human relationships, we often see that truth, especially when delivered with integrity, is the foundation of trust. Without it, we are left floating in a sea of uncertainty, unsure of what's real and what's not. Aries, with their unapologetic honesty, teaches us that speaking the truth is not just a trait but a profound act of love. It's love for others, love for the relationship, and, most importantly, love for the truth itself. So, the next time someone gives you an Aries-style truth bomb, remember, it may not be wrapped in a bow, but it's a gift that, in the long run, will always set you free. Aries is no stranger to life's challenges, but their emotional resilience is nothing short of extraordinary. When life knocks them down, and believe me, it does, they don't sit around feeling sorry for themselves. Instead, they rise up faster than most, ready to charge forward with even more fire than before. Where others might get bogged down by failure or setbacks, Aries uses these very experiences as fuel to push ahead. Their emotional toughness isn't just about toughing it out, it's about transforming adversity into momentum. This ability to bounce back stronger, coupled with their relentless determination, makes them an unstoppable force in every area of life. If we take a moment to step back and think about it, emotional resilience is a principle deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy. The Buddha teaches us that suffering is a part of life, but what matters is how we respond to it. We can either become attached to our pain or we can use it as a tool for growth. Aries, with their unyielding spirit, embodies this teaching in the most vibrant way. They show us that setbacks aren't just obstacles, they are the very stepping stones on the path to success. So, the next time life hands you a curveball, channel your inner Aries. Don't shy away from the discomfort. Instead, rise, dust yourself off, and turn that challenge into the fuel that propels you forward. And remember, sometimes the roadblocks in life are just opportunities in disguise. Aries certainly knows how to make the most of them. Aries doesn't just live in the here and now, they live with one eye firmly fixed on the horizon, always thinking ahead, always envisioning what's next. While others may be focused on the present moment, Aries is charting new territories, looking for opportunities where others see only obstacles. Their visionary mindset is not constrained by conventional thinking, and because of this, they have a unique ability to break free from the norm and create new paths where none existed before. They aren't content to simply follow the beaten track, they seek out the untraveled road and confidently blaze a trail for others to follow. It's this ability to see beyond the ordinary and embrace what could be that sets Aries apart as true visionaries. They don't just dream, they take action, turning abstract ideas into reality and bringing others along on the ride. As we approach the Year of Triumph 2025, the importance of visionary thinking becomes even more clear. Aries teaches us that the key to success lies in seeing beyond the constraints of the present and trusting in our ability to create something entirely new. This forward-thinking mindset isn't just a personal advantage, it's a crucial part of collective growth. As we embrace the unknown and create new paths, we, like Aries, are shaping the future, one bold step at a time. So, if you ever find yourself wondering how to move forward, remember this: the future belongs to the visionaries, the ones who dare to see what others cannot, and act on it. Aries is already leading the way, and perhaps it's time we all joined them. Aries is the embodiment of independence, a trailblazer who refuses to follow the crowd or bend to societal expectations. While many are caught up in trends or feel the pressure to conform, Aries carves their own path with a sense of purpose that comes from deep within. Guided by an unshakable belief in their abilities, they march to the beat of their own drum, unafraid to stand apart from the masses. This unwavering self-confidence allows them to live life on their own terms, with the freedom to be unapologetically authentic. Aries isn't concerned with fitting into a mold that was made by someone else. They're too busy creating their own mold, one that aligns with their true essence. In a world that often rewards conformity and seeks to tame individuality, Aries stands tall as a beacon of personal freedom and authenticity. As we look around, it's easy to see how many of us are pressured to fit in, to blend into a social norm that doesn't always align with who we truly are. But Aries teaches us an invaluable lesson: true power lies in authenticity. They remind us that the greatest strength is found in staying true to ourselves, even when the world tries to tell us otherwise. So, the next time you're faced with the temptation to follow the herd, remember Aries, they're the ones walking their own path, and maybe it's time we all started doing the same. After all, if everyone followed the crowd, we'd all be going in the same direction. Wouldn't that be boring? Aries is not just the first sign of the zodiac, they are the embodiment of raw power, courage, and unwavering authenticity. Their natural leadership abilities, fearlessness, and boundless energy make them a force to be reckoned with. But it's not just their bold actions or fierce determination that sets them apart, it's the deeper layers of emotional resilience and visionary thinking that truly define their strength. Aries doesn't just charge forward blindly, they do so with a purpose, envisioning new possibilities where others see only limitations. They're not just surviving life, they are mastering it, and showing us all how to do the same. As we step into the Year of Triumph 2025, the energy of Aries will continue to inspire and challenge us to embrace our own power. Aries teaches us that true strength doesn't come from avoiding fear or failure. It comes from the courage to act despite fear, the resilience to rise after falling, and the authenticity to move forward without apologies. So, whether you're an Aries or someone who resonates with their fiery traits, take a moment to acknowledge the power within you. Like Aries, we all have the ability to shape our own destiny, to carve our own paths, and to shine unapologetically. Aries, always remember to pay attention to the smallest signs around you. Those are the whispers from the universe guiding your next step. Embrace your journey, trust your instincts, and never dim your light. So go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to Zodiac Talks Tarot to keep that Aries fire burning brightly. Let's walk this path together.